Welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're joining us today because we are talking about something that honestly has the power to transform your academic life. We're going to build the ultimate summer break productivity checklist. Together, we're crafting a highly strategic, totally foolproof plan that's going to supercharge your study habits, set you up for massive success, and do it all without causing that dreaded summer burnout.
Okay, let's dive into this. What if I told you that you could conquer 60% of your syllabus this summer, but literally keep almost your entire day free? I know, it sounds almost too good to be true, right? Most students think summer break means either doing absolutely zero work or facing total grinding exhaustion. But there is a secret middle ground, and we're going to map it out.
Here is our blueprint for today. We'll start by exposing the summer burnout trap. Then we'll reveal the 100-hour strategy. From there, we'll map out your key daily habits, look at your weekly success targets, and finally wrap up with the topper upgrade.
All right, let's jump right into part one, the summer burnout trap.
It's really a tale of two completely different mindsets. The average student thinks, well, it's summer, I gotta study as much as possible, so they draft up these brutal, grueling 8 to 10-hour study plans. And the result? They burn out, they usually quit in about 4 days, and then they spend the rest of the entire break feeling incredibly guilty. But the topper approach? Totally different story. They aim for just 3 to 4 hours of daily study, but with absolute laser focus. This lets them stay incredibly consistent, and they genuinely get to enjoy their free time with zero guilt.
Moving right along to part two, the 100-hour strategy.
Now, what's really interesting about this strategy is the incredibly simple math behind it. You see, consistency always beats intensity. Think about it. If you study for just 4 hours a day, and you do that consistently for 25 days, you have instantly banked a massive 100 solid hours of focused learning. That is entirely achievable, and you're doing it without ruining your summer break.
Let's get into the nuts and bolts in part 3, key daily habits. Let's walk through exactly what this looks like. We start strong. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. From 6 to 7, you knock out math or your core subject. Then, from 7:30 to 8:30, dive right into computer science or your second subject. Boom. 2 hours of heavy lifting are done before most people are even out of bed. Then, we implement a really smart night finish. Fast forward to 8 p.m., and you spend an hour on physics or chemistry. Finally, 9 to 10 p.m. is strictly for revision and previous year questions. That is your 4 hours, completely locked in.
And here is the absolute best part. Because you successfully locked in those morning and evening blocks, the entire middle of your day is completely free. And more importantly, it's completely guilt-free. You want to go exercise, learn a new skill, hang out with friends, or just simply relax on the couch? Go for it. You put in the focused work at the edges of the day, so you've genuinely earned the right to unplug without that nagging voice in the back of your head.
Okay, on to part 4, weekly success targets. And this brilliantly illustrates what 100 hours of focused work actually yields. By dedicating just those few hours a day over about a month, you are systematically conquering 50 to 60% of your entire syllabus. Seriously, in maths, you're checking off relations and functions, matrices, determinants, and even starting calculus. Physics, electrostatics, and current electricity are done. Chemistry, you're cruising through solid-state solutions in electrochemistry. For Comp-Sci, you're knocking out Python revision, SQL basics, and past questions. And English is easy enough to just manage right alongside these core subjects. You are quite literally pulling miles ahead of the pack over just a few weeks.
Let's bring it all home with part 5, the topper upgrade.
This whole plan really hinges on a crucial mindset shift. The average mindset is all about time. They say, oh, I studied for 5 hours today, almost like they're just punching a clock. But the topper mindset, they say, I successfully finished 2 chapters and 20 practice questions today. See the difference? Highly successful students track their tangible output and their actual milestones. They do not just measure the time they spent sitting at a desk.
So let's rapidly run through this topper checklist, because these are absolutely your golden rules. First, revise early. Do it the exact same day or within 1 to 2 days. Honestly, that's the secret to why top students seem to remember everything. Second, practice is vastly greater than just reading, especially for math, physics, and CS. Solving actual problems leads to real improvement, whereas just reading, that creates a very dangerous illusion of progress. Third, accept good enough on your first pass. Don't stress about mastering everything in one go. Get the understanding first. Perfection comes later. And finally, never go to extremes. Just show up and do the work every single day.
Now, if you really want to level up, Here is the ultimate game changer. 30 to 45. By adding just 30 to 45 minutes of extra practice, say 3 to 4 days a week, you totally elevate your entire plan. Use a specific, highly targeted block for those really tough numericals, challenging coding problems, or just hitting extra previous year questions.
Of course, we have to talk about managing parental expectations. Your parents are going to see you relaxing in the middle of the day, and naturally, they might start asking questions or putting on some pressure. But the fix is brilliantly simple. Step 1. Do not argue or over-explain your new plan. Step 2. Just follow your 4-hour routine with strict, unwavering consistency. And Step 3. Let your daily discipline and your actual results do the talking. This strategic approach naturally handles parental pressure because you are proving your seriousness through actions, not through endless arguments.
I absolutely love this quote. Confidence is not, I'll study later. It's, I have a plan and I follow it daily. Having a structured visual checklist that you actually execute gives you this incredibly empowering feeling. It really puts you in total control of your summer.
Let's wrap all of this up with your final checklist summary. So the crucial point is you need to build a system you can actually trust and stick to. 2 focused hours in the morning, 2 focused hours at night. Maintain that daily consistency, stick strictly to those weekly revision targets, and most importantly, actually enjoy your free time. That right there is the winning formula.
I want to leave you with this provocative thought today. Are you going to completely burn out trying to do absolutely everything this summer, or are you going to win this summer by doing just enough consistently? The choice is entirely yours. Build your checklist, stick to the system, and trust the process. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Now get out there and implement this action plan.